Hey, well, good afternoon, people. Hopefully you just watched my video that I posted right before this one. This video is about 20 minutes later that I'm recording it. I'm over at my second apiary, and I'm standing right off to the side of the camera. I know y'all can't see me, and that's probably traumatic for some of y'all, but hey, here I am, getting gloved up, getting ready to go. What we're doing today is hive number 6 and 7 down there are splits that I made a couple weeks ago, and they are ready for another box. Now hive number 5, the furthest one from you, is a very small swarm that I caught. Oh, it's been 3 weeks ago. And then the closest hive to us is a very large swarm that I caught last week. Now, the good news is the small swarm is growing. The bad news is bad news is it's really small. The big swarm, good news is it's a big swarm. Bad news is that I think it's queenless. So I'm going to step out of the shot here while I grab a couple boxes, grab a smoker, and we're going to get ready to go here. But I've still got feeders on top of those 2 splits, and I'm going to leave them on there until I put my honey supers on. My last video I kind of talked about adulterated honey and making sure that, you know, we have a good product on the street. And I'm not going to fool with it. If I have a feeder on a hive, I do not have a honey super on it. Now, when I go to set these boxes, when I set the next box on a beehive, I will pull the center frame out of the new box that's going on, and then I'm going to pull a frame of brood out of this box right here, and I'm going to use it in the middle of the top box to kind of encourage those bees to come on up and start working. I think that's a very important thing to do when you're adding boxes. Another important thing to do is keep all your straps lubricated up good so that you can get into your hives when you want. So this cover will come off, and it's going to sit right here. This feeder I know is empty, so I'll go ahead and get it off and out of the way. And I'm looking at bees. That's always a good sign. Give them just a little smoke there. I was just in here yesterday, come through with my good buddy Tristan. Shout out to my bestie Tristan. And we went through these hives, looked everything over real good, and that's when I determined that it was time for another box. So here's another box. As always, I check the lid for a queen. Now I'm going to go in here and I'm going to make us some room so that I can pull out a brood frame and stick right in this new box like we just talked about. So I got a new microphone. This is probably 3rd or 4th video. They're starting to store nectar in that. This is probably a 3rd or 4th video with the new mic, so hopefully you guys are digging it. Make life a little better because the wind sure does blow in Oklahoma. So we're just going to move these over out of the way. I'm looking down the side here and just looking for a brood frame. And up until this frame right here, I could see what was on it, so I'm not sure what's here. They're busy drawing it out. Yeah, I got brood there, a lot of larvae, a lot of eggs. This is laid up good. Up, right there's my girl. Now, I've had a horrible job with queens and walking over the camera here lately, so y'all just gonna have to trust me that she's in there. And I think this one might even be, I've got an injured queen that I think they're getting ready to supersede. But I'm just going to take this frame, and you probably can't see, got stuff in the way, but I just set it down into this box that's here on the ground. Set it in there nice and gentle, so there's no chance that I'm going to lose that queen. And I'm going to replace it with this frame right here. We're going to put this back together, and it's going to be a wash and repeat on to the next box. Now, once I set that box up here, I will probably take a quick peek, make sure she's still on that frame. I know she is. But one frame of brood out to the top box. And I don't know, maybe I shouldn't have put the queen up there. But who cares? If she don't like it up there, she can walk back downstairs. No bees on the ground. Now, I got an entrance on each box, and I'm glad I looked, because last time I put a box on, I had the entrance hole to the back, and that just wasn't cool. Yank a couple of these out real quick, give me some room. This moved out of the way. And I really want to watch this queen a little bit, because I think this was the one that is trying to replace that queen, because she wasn't walking good. And she's back right here. It was her back left leg didn't seem to be working, but that seems to be doing fine. So anyway, she's in this box now. There's 10 frames, so you can't put them dead center. There's gonna be 5 over there, 5 over here. I can't put her dead center, but that's life in the fast lane. Get these all moved over. I wish I had drawn comb to give them, but I don't. I am out of drawn comb. The two most important things in a beehive are the queen and the comb. So anyway, this one is good. We're going to get it buttoned back up, get these frames centered up, and I'll come through later this evening. I've got to mix up feed. Almost forgot I might want to put a top cover on here. Now I got a bunch of bees on the underside of the lid, but there's none that's going to get mashed. So set that on there, set the feeder back on, make sure that it's centered up and I can see through the hole in the inner cover. I'm sitting there, yeah, we're still good. That way the bees can access this feeder. On goes the shim. And on goes the lid. This hive's done and set up. And like I say, it's going to stay like this. I'm going to keep feed on them as long as it takes them to get that second box drawn out. And once that box is drawn, then the feeder comes off and on goes a honey super. So we're going to wash and repeat right here. I should have had all this unbuttoned and saved time, because I know that your time is valuable, and I hate long videos, just like I'm sure you guys hate watching long videos. You know, that is for all 14 people that actually watch my videos. And this stinking strap is being painful. Why aren't you coming loose there? This is embarrassing, isn't it? Can't even get the lid off my hive. Yeah, this one's got a feeder on it, so I don't have to worry about smoking it yet. So, come on, smoker, don't quit me. Don't quit me, smoker. We're almost there. There is an art to keeping a smoker lit. And if any of y'all figured it out, let me know. There we go. Now we're getting a little smoke. Oh, now we're getting a lot of smoke. Now we're getting smoke like a fella ought to have. Alright, give these girls a little hello. And like I say, we're wash and repeat. I'll come move you guys in a second because I know you're not going to be able to see here. But I've got to go get that other box that I'm putting on. Give them a little puffs right down into the top of this. Man, all kinds of bees on that top cover. If y'all can see it, this inner cover they call it. But none of them are the one that counts. So let me go get my other box, move y'all a little bit, and we'll be all set up to put the next deep on this one. Turn my viewfinder around. Bring it down a little bit. There you go. Welcome to the game. Don't run off while I grab my second box here. And I hope you guys notice that all of my boxes are color coordinated. I think that's pretty high speed. So here we go with this box. Just like before, I'm going to reach down in here and I'm going to pull a frame out right here by the middle. And make room to set old girl in there, or set a frame of brood. My goal is not to move the queen up. She just happened to be on that frame. So we're all set down there. You guys ought to be all set to see. Smoke them down a little bit. And we're going to go in here and find us some brood. I don't think I went in. Yeah, we were in these yesterday. Had to be because I just requeened these. These are my splits from a couple weeks ago. Or last, week and a half, whatever it's been. It's been at least 10 days because I waited 10 days to come check the queen. So, that one, they've not done a whole lot of with. Still needs drawn out. This one here, let's see what all's on it. Because I can't tell, but it's heavy, so that's going to be nectar as well. Wow, that is the pollen frame from beyond right there. Can you guys see all that pollen in there? It is crazy. So now with that being a pollen frame, I can guarantee you that we are into the brood right here. And I can see brood. So we're going to split this apart. When I get enough room to get my fingers in here. Alright, this one's coming out. Got a little cat brood. Got a queen cell. I'm going to get rid of it. I don't like that queen cell. Actually, I'm not going to get rid of it. This may be my crippled queen, because that other queen looked good. Alright, no, we don't have brood there. A little drone brood, but that's not what I want. Let's move over another frame. These bees are really calm. I like that about them. And it's sitting a really good day to be in the beehives. It is overcast. It's windy. Okay, I've got brood in here. Pollen on the outside. Brood, pollen. This will be enough to get them upstairs. So this frame is being gently placed in the new box, and that needs drawn. Yeah, we'll just set this other comb right here out on the end. I was going to do some checkerboarding, but I don't think I really need to right here. I hope these girls get this queen thing figured out, because I'll check my notes, but I'm certain that this was the hive that had the queen that, she got something wrong with her rear hind leg. She just kind of drags it along, and they're trying to supersede her. So she's about to get done in, I think. But nature is smarter than me. I mean, I could come out here and, you know, I could tear out all these queen cells, and I could go so far as to find her, pinch her, and do the whole requeening thing again. But it's early enough in the year, and I don't think, no matter what I do, that this would be a production colony. So I'm just going to let them sort it out. So that box goes on, and we'll get these frames all spaced out, get my bee space, they call it, all scooted over, touching each other, and then center them all in the box. And this one here is a done deal. Second box on, life is good. Now, got a bunch of bees right where the lid sits, so I'm going to shake them off. Give one more shake. And they're all out of the way. That goes on. Feeder goes on, centered up. Make sure I get that. Oh, the guy that lets me keep the bees here must be outside shooting. And it's safe from here, so I'm all good. But it darn sure had my undivided attention. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not. But this is kind of it for today. Other than, like I said, I got to feed tonight. And we'll let these girls go to work. Get stuff all fixed up. Hey, I appreciate you watching my videos. Thanks. I hope you guys have a great day. While you're here, do me a favor. Give me one of those thumbs up deals they call a like, and subscribe to my channel, and maybe share the video with some friends. And one of these days, maybe I'll have more than 6 people that watch my videos. Anyway, thanks again. I hope you guys have a great day, and we'll see you on the next one.